Greetings, dancers. Thank you so much for tuning in here on another episode on Plié For The People. My name is Mimi, and today I will be giving an online ballet class in the level of beginners. I'm so pleased that you're able to make it today, and let's go ahead and get started with our pliés. But before we do so, just a quick reminder, later on we have a very special guest joining us, and she and I will be collaborating on a cool duet. So make sure to stay here until the end, and you can join us on the fun. I promise that you're gonna love it. All right, let's go ahead and get started now. All right, dancers, we're gonna begin today by facing our apparatus in what's called a 6-position ballet. That just means that your toes are together, heels together, knees together in a parallel position, making sure that your distance from the chair is just right, so you're not too close or too far back, okay? How do you know exactly where to place your body in relation to your apparatus? Is when you bring your arms to what's called a first position in ballet. Your elbows are stacked to the side, and if you can just gently release your fingertips, and it should stop at the edge of a chair or something that you're holding onto. Okay, from this position, we're gonna do 4 little foot prances, popping up the right heel first, then we're gonna go through a releve, descend the right heel, and leave that left heel up. Switching for 4, and then 2 pliés in parallel. Knees are tracking over those toes. And then I'm going to begin with the left foot. Left, then right, then left and right. 2 more pliés, just like that, 7 and 8. We're going to do it one more time, but now we're going to add our releves after the 4 little prances. And a 5, 6, and a 7, and 8. Again, left, right, 4 releves without pliés. Pliés means to bend, okay? Then we're gonna do a side stretch to recover for 2, going back, put around back. Arm is high above, okay? So it's not directly over your head, but it's slightly in front of you so that you can keep your shoulder socket in its socket, and then your elbow is slightly to the side so you're not turning in the elbows. And then we're gonna reverse it to the other side, side bend, return to standing, going back, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're gonna do some leg lifts in parallel. Just going to the back, 2, 3, 4, pulsing 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna do 8 more pulses, but with the heel up, your toes are flexed. 5, 6, just activating your hamstrings a little bit. Then we're gonna switch sides. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg pulses and flex your toes, 2, 3, 4. You can keep that leg turned out even, so you don't have to do it in parallel. Just turn that leg out, 6, 7, 8. And then just give your legs and arms a shake, and that will be the end of our warm-up, facing your apparatus. All right, dancers, just follow along with me. Don't need to memorize all that. Here we go. We go. Right heel, 2, and 3. 4, 2 gentle pliés in parallel. Other side. We go heel. 2, 3, 4. 2 gentle pliés. It's okay to crack those ankles. And again, this time I'm going to add 4 little pulsing in releve. We go accent is down. 2, 3, and 4. Again, other way. Make sure that your shoulders drop, tummy is in. And releve, and 2. Now we're going to do our side bends. Leave that elbow to the side. Lift to arch back. Switch sides. We go side. Bend. Return. And lift. We go up. 2, oh sorry, the first time is with pointed toes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex those toes. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Other side. Point. 2, 3. nice and slow, making sure that your hips are square. 5, 6. Just warming up our legs and lower body with a flex toe. 3. Making sure your hips are really square to your apparatus. 5, 6, 7, 8. And finish. Beautiful. Let's shake out those legs now. Good job. All right, dancers, now we're going to move on to our pliés, making sure that your apparatus now is directly facing your camera. From this position, we're going to stand in what's called a first position ballet. Earlier, we just worked on our parallel stance or sixth position ballet, but now you're going to simply just turning out those toes to the side of the room while keeping your heels and knees together. And now you're in your first position in ballet. And we're just going to prepare our arms front, and then you're just going to carry them to the side. Pretend that your arm is almost like a coat hanger or the closet hanger, where it's just a long pole where you can hang your stuff on, okay? So in this position, your fingers are slightly relaxed, okay? So there's some room around the fingers, so you're not doing something like that, okay? It's not tense, it's light, as if you're just opening your hand to the side, but then from this position, just curve those fingers in a little bit, and you're gonna draw the middle finger and your thumb towards each other while the other fingers are still very, very light, okay? In this position, okay, we're gonna do 2 demi-pliés, or bending of the knees. Plié just means to bend. You're gonna bend your knees and straighten, making sure that nothing in your upper back is bending forward with the bend of the knees, okay, or going back. It's very, very straight, stacked, right on top of the hip bones, okay? And also your knees are directly over your toes, so you don't want to roll them in or roll them out, okay? You should feel a very comfortable descending of your knees towards your heels or towards your toes, and then squeezing them up. We're gonna do this again, plié and straighten. Then we're gonna do what's called a grand plié. You're gonna go all the way down, again, without disturbing any part of your body, in your torso or anywhere else. From here, we're just gonna do a releve twice, and then you're just gonna try to let go and find your balance in releve. Again, in releve, the same theory applies. Your heels and ankles is not weak, it's not rolling back or, wobbling, okay? Making sure that it's very stabilized by imagining that you have an invisible beach ball or a Pilates ball between your legs, your inner thighs. You're trying to draw those inner thighs towards each other and try to not get that ball to drop. So you're squeezing the ball together so that you can find more stability there on your ankles, and then descend. And then we're just gonna do a tendu, or to stretch your toes to the side. And then you're just gonna lower that heel. And now we're coming to what's called a second position in ballet. In second position, just 2 demi-pliés, just like in first, and then a grand plié. You can even follow your hand. 7 and 8. From here, we're just gonna reach to a side bend. 2, 3, 4, and then from here, just test your balance by letting go of your apparatus for a little bit without coming into releve, just on flat. 6, tendu, and then we're gonna close it back to first. Back to first, we're gonna work on what's called a fourth position in ballet. We're gonna do plié. You're gonna chassé front, okay, or just bring your heels front in your plié, your knees are still bent. Then you're gonna tendu to the front, stretch your toes to the front, and then close it back in first position. We're gonna do this one more time. Plié, chassé into fourth, push and point to the front, and close. Then we're gonna do a stretch to the front or a port-a-bras forward, rolling up for 2. From here, stay, but then you're gonna lift to go back, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're gonna work on our third position. We're gonna go plié in first. Then you're gonna cross your right foot over your left foot, slightly, only halfway across, not all the way, just in third. And then going back, slide it back to first, then squeeze your legs together, and stand in first position, plié. Third position, cross it over, first position, and straighten. Then we're just gonna do one more port-a-bras front in first, keeping it simple to work on our port-a-bras. Port-a-bras just means to carry of your arm, the carriage of your arms, okay? And then we're just gonna finish in first position, just that much to think about, okay? Again, in first position, you keep your arm to the side, 2 pliés, and then we're gonna do 1 little grand plié. And then from here, we're just gonna do a 2 relevés with straight knees. The second one you hold in balance, tendu second. In second, 2 pliés, 1 grand plié, then you're gonna go over to your apparatus, come back up, let go, test your balance, closing back in first. Plié, chassé fourth, tendu front, okay? If I face a little bit to the side, it should look something like this, okay? Tendu to the front, making sure that your heel is up so you're not tendu like that. That's stippling, and as you can tell, this is not the most attractive line. So making sure that this heel is really wrapping around and rotating from the top of the hips. You're trying to show your inner thigh to the audience. And we're closing one more time, 6, 7, and 8. And we're gonna do a big stretch, forward bend, vertebra front, vertebra back, bend to third, back to first, plie, third, plie, and again, front and back. And then we're just gonna finish without the apparatus, and our arm is held in a first position, low first position, okay? All right, dancers, let's go ahead and get started with our pliés. Standing nice and tall, wait for the music. Arm prepares to the side. Stand very upright, we plie. Stretch, 2, and stretch. We grand plie. Grand means large, so you're gonna go all the way down. And rise, releve. Again, second time you're gonna hold. Let go, try to not wobble those feet and ankles descend. Tendu second. Plie, stretch, plie, stretch, grand plie. Remember to breathe. That's right. Now we bend over your apparatus, coming back up. And lifting, dropping the shoulders, engage at a core. Tendu closing in first. We go. Plie, chassé fourth, tendu. Closing first. Plie, chassé fourth, heel front and lift. And we stretch forward. And we go back. Now we're going to work on our third. Eventually it's going to become your fifth. Third. First. Again. First. Third. First. Stretching one more time. Front. Growing long and tall. Then arch back. Arch, finish, low, and hold. Beautiful dancers. Wonderful. Let's go over to the left side. Prepare. We go. Plie. We stretch. Plie. We stretch. Grand plie. You're going to keep those knees over your toes each time. 2 relevés. Now I'm facing on the slide diag, and also maybe you can see me better in a new perspective. Lower tendu second. Plie. Again. Grand plie. We're going to stretch over to your apparatus. Just stay here and find your balance on flat and turn out. Oh, sorry, first position. We're gonna work on our fourth position, then tendu, close. Dancers have it. And tendu. And now we stretch front. Now we go back. Now we're going to work on our third positions. Plie, cross halfway, going back to first, and first, and third, and first, together. Stretching front, rolling up, and going back, coming back up, and finish. on to a tendu combination. Tendu, again, as I addressed earlier, means to stretch. In this combination, we're going to be focusing on stretching front, side, back, and side. Basically, all the directions that you can think of in ballet. We're going to work on it. We're going to begin preparing our arms to the side one more time, beginning first position. We're going to do a half point, lower, one tendu to the front. Same thing to the side, tendu and a close. Same thing to the back, tendu and a close. Just a front, just a side, just a back, and side. Then we're going to reverse that pattern from the back. Half point, lower, tendu, close. Side, same idea, tendu, close. Half point, lower, tendu, close. A back, a side, a front, and side. When we put together a pattern, the front side, back side, or back side, front side, another way of saying it, which kind of truncates all that stuff together, it's en croix. En croix just means crossed. When you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Front, side, back, and side, it almost looks like a cross when you do it together. Okay, so again, I'm going to repeat the combination one more time. Your job as a ballet dancer is to try to get it as quickly as possible, the pattern or the choreography. We go half, descent, a front, close, side, same idea, side, close, half, and back, and a front, and side, en croix, reverse, half, descend, a back, a close, half, down, side, in, half, down, front, and a back, and a side, and a front, and side. One more concept before we try with music is that when you are on that supporting leg that's not moving, okay, making sure that the weight of your body is evenly distributed so you're not too far away, so that all your weight is on your heel. You don't want that, so make sure that your body is directly over where you need to be, and how to test that is so that you can just lift your heels slightly. So that's where you need to be, okay? All right, now let's try with the music, our tendu combination. Here we go, arm begin, front, open, side. We go half, lower, tendu, and close. Half and lower, side, point and close. We go half, lower, back. Adding some speed, we go front. We go side, we go back, and side. Reverse, half, lower, we go back. Again, to the side. One more, just like that. We go back, we go side, we go front. From here, dancers, let's parallel, turn in, and bend all the way down. Give your legs a stretch. And let's grab the opposite sides of your elbows. Just hang forward. Let's stretch our back and also our hamstrings. Let's drop our arms, let it go, let the gravity do its work. Rolling up, turn it out. Let's just plie. Force arch, coming to a releve. Remember, try to squeeze that beach ball between your inner thighs. Whenever you're ready, we let go and we're going to find our balance, finding the stability in our ankles, finding a focus point that is not moving, arms opens and lowers, and plie and finish. Beautiful, let's go over to the left side. Left side. We go half, descend, a tendu. Remember to drop the toes back each time on the way in to maintain your turnout. We go back, en croix. We go front, we go side, point to the back, point to the side. Do the best that you can to mirror exactly what I'm doing. Toes goes back in front. Half, descend. half and stretch. Half, descend, heel leads and toes. We go back and step and front. Let's stretch. Rotate into parallel, going through flat back. Okay, very flat, then drop your torso. Grab the opposite sides of your elbows and just hang, maybe sway slightly from side to side. And just let your arms drop, rolling up, turning out in first, plie. Heels up. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, coming into a full releve. You're on your highest toes so that your heels are lifting as high as you can. So you're not just doing halfway, yeah? All the way up. That's how we're gonna gain more strength in your ankles. Arms descend and finish. Alright guys, we're gonna move on to another tendu combination, but this time we're gonna begin in third position. Remember, our third position is kind of like first, but with the other heel crossing the other foot in the front. Okay, this is your third position, and this is where we're going to begin in this combination. Preparing our arm just like the other combinations, front carry to the side. We go one tendu to the front, closing in third. One to the side, you're going to close in third, but to the back. Going through first, and then crossing it to the back. Okay, then you're gonna go to the back. I'm just turning to the profile so you can see me better when I demonstrate. So usually you're still facing front though, but I'm just gonna show this way so you can see me better. Going back, tendu closing third. Then we're gonna do two tendus to the side each time you cross your third. So now you're ready to do it from the back. Back and in. Side tendu and in. Front tendu and in, we go side, closing back, side, closing front. Then we're going to do it the entire time, one more time, but now adding our arms or put-a-bra. Whatever we're going to do to the front, okay, that is dégagé, grand battement, tendu, whatever our foot goes to the front direction, we will bring our arm high, okay? Tendu to the front, this is the same. Then side, you're gonna open it to the side to match your leg. And then closing back. And then whenever we go to the back, you wanna bring your arm to an arabesque position, or it's gonna be in front of your nose, extending straight out, looking beyond those beautiful fingertips. Tendu to the back, closing in, side, close, side, close. Then go in back, in and in. On the reverse, 7 and 8. Tendu up, arm is up. Side, in, and we're just gonna finish with your arms low, okay? So we're gonna do that twice through. The first time, your arm just stays to the side the entire time. The second round, we're gonna add our port-a-bra front, side, back, and also side, and then back, side, front, and side. Let's give this a try. Third position. We go front and side and back. We're gonna do two clicks to the side. One and close. One and reverse. We go side. Adding our arms up, side, out, we go, side, reverse. Nice, everyone, now you're dancing ballet, side. Remember to point your toes, front, two, and in, out and in, out and finish. Try it to the left, and. Without the arms the first time. Closing back. Two to the side. Out. Out. Reverse. To the front. Here we go. We're going to try with our arms. Down and up. Down and side. Down and back. Side. Out. Down and up. 2 more. And let's finish together. Alright dancers, let's move on to a dégagé combination. Dégagé means to disengage. It looks very similar to a tendu, but this time it's going to propel off of the floor and into the air. So we're going to begin in 3rd position again. Arm prepares front, open it to the side. Simply 1 dégagé. Okay, so just like a tendu, but you need to give it a little bit more gas so that it comes off the floor as you're kicking a soccer ball to the front, to the side, or to the back, okay? So we're gonna do 1 to the front, then 2 quicks, side, in, and 2 quicks, back, dégagé, 2 quicks. Then from here, we're gonna release the inside foot to a coupe position. Coupe means to cut. And again, that motion was simply, you're gonna go through a half point, then you're gonna draw the toes to meet that front ankle bone. So if I turn to the side, you can see that I'm now sickling, right? Your heel is away from the shin or the ankle of that supporting foot, okay? And it's away, so it's not like that, but it's like so. And your toes are resting in the front, okay? And then you're gonna put it back down, reversing how you got there. And then you're gonna do the same thing, but with the other foot to the back, okay? Half point, then you're gonna touch the toe, or the heel, my bad, the heel onto your calf muscle, the lower part of your calf. So you're not doing that, but you're doing this, okay? When you go to the back, it's the heel touching the supporting leg. And then when you go to the front, it's the toes making contact to your ankle bone in the front, okay? Then we're gonna reverse all that from the back. Dégagé to the back, and 2 to the back. Side, 3rd, and 2. And front. In and 2 to the front. Then we're going to do a back coupe. This time, your heel, again, is on the back of the calf. Release, going back to 3rd. And then peeling the front foot now to come into a coupe front. Descend. Then we're going to do all that patterning one more time, but you guessed it, we're going to add our arm. Okay? So whenever we do front, dégagé to the front, our arm is up. 1, slow, 2, quick. 1, slow, 2, quick. Arm just stays in what's called a 1st position. Okay, it's just in front of you. And descend. Then reverse all that from the back. Back, 2, quick. Side, 2, quick. Front, 2 quicks. Back, sorry, arm is front, back, and front. And then just that much so that you don't get so confused with so many things happening at once, okay? Twice through the 2nd time with the arm. Dégagé, meaning to disengage or coming off of the floor now. All right, let's give this a try. 1 slow, dégagé for 2. 1 slow, and 2. Back, and 2. We go coupe inside, coupe outside. Reverse. Just keep that arm out to the side. Front, back coupe, adding our port bras. Make sure to point your toes each time. Inside, outside. And let's rest. Beautiful. Let's go over to the left. Without our arms. Here we go. 1 slow, 2 quicks. Dégagés. Side. Back. Coupes. Reverse. quarter rock. Reverse. And finish. All right, dancers, we're gonna work on a rond de jambe combination. Rond de jambe means to circle of your leg. We're gonna begin in third position. Prepare front, carry your arm to the side. We're gonna begin with a plie. At the same time, you're gonna point tendu to the front. Then you're gonna stay in plie on your supporting leg. You're gonna carry your leg out to the side in a tendu. Then from this position, let me turn to the side. From this position, you're gonna rotate from the top of your hips. From here, okay, you're gonna trace your toes on the floor, and you're gonna also carry it all the way to the back without turning in, okay? So from the side, keep that heel forward, rotate, 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 and then together you're gonna close back in first on the straightened knee, okay? Then the second time, we're gonna do just a normal rond de jambe on a terre or on the earth. Just a front, carry side, carry back, and close. Then we're gonna do that one more time, but it's gonna come off in a dégagé, into the air. Front, carry side, carry back, and close. Then we're just gonna do 3 little cloches. 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna plie in first position and straighten. Then we're gonna reverse all that from the back. Okay, a very simple combination, but the first one will be in plie. Back, tendu back, then rotate and carry it to the side. Rotate, carry it to the front, close. And the second time, without the bending of your knee on your supporting leg, closing in first. Then it's off the floor, in dégagé, essentially. Carry front and close. We swing through. Each time you have to go through first. Swing back and plie. And then we always finish in a beautiful stance, okay? That's all there is to it. 3 rond de jambes, essentially, but the first one is in a plie. Second one is normal rond de jambe. Then the last one is off the floor. Then we cloche, 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 plie first. Reverse all that. 2, 3, cloche, 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 plie. That's all there is to it. And the key is really to work on rotating it from the top of your hips the entire time, so you're not gonna lose your turnout and go like that. Same thing from the back, rotating in, you don't wanna do that. Keep turning it out, okay? The ballet mechanics, that main theory in ballet is turnout, so you really need to turn out from the very, very top of your hips each time, and be very mindful about that. All right, here we go. Third position, prepare. We go front, side, going back, straight in first. Just a regular rond de jambe or circling of your leg. And now off the floor. Carry side. Do not drop the height of the leg. We go swing front, swing back, swing front, plie. Reverse all that. Plie and tendu at the same time on the floor. Heel front, straight, regular, rond de jambe. The toes on the floor the entire time. Now the toes off the floor. Up. Carry side, carry front. And we swing back, up front, up back, plie, and finish. Nice dancers. Let's try the left side. Here we go. Third position to begin. Preparing arm to the side. In plie, front, side, to the back. Closing first. Without our plie. Off of the floor. Swing. Plie. Reverse. reverse. Making sure that that knee is directly over those toes. So you're not rolling at the knee. Heel front. Now lift. And finish. Alright dancers, this will be our final exercise at our apparatus before our guests will be revealed. So let's go ahead and learn our fondue combination, which means to melt. And we will also combine some battement en cloche or grand battements into this exercise to just combine the two exercises in one. So we're going to begin in a third position. We're going to do 2 coupes, just like before. 2. And then the third time, we're going to dive into a fondue, meaning to melt. So it's just like a coupe, but now your supporting knee is also bent. And then we're going to unfold both knees at the same time. Both knees straightens at the same time, out to the front, and then close. Then the same idea to the side. 2 coupe pickups. And bend both knees, straighten both knees at the same time. And 2 coupes to the back. And bend both knees and straighten. Then we're gonna release and swing the leg front. On 8, then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Closing back in third so that we can repeat it from the back. Coupe, down, plie, fondue, 7 and 8. Same thing to the side. Coupes in the back, 5, 6, crossing front. Coupe, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, swing at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, closing 8. And then just finish in third, okay? All right, just follow along with me. Do the best that you can. Here we go. We go. Coupe. Again. We fondue. Arm extends to the side. Coupe. Again. Fondue. Melting to the side. And to the back. Fondue. Coupe. Now fondue. Swing on 8. 1, 2. You can increase the height of your leg. Reverse. Fondue to the back. Now arm matches the leg. Here we go. On 8. 1. And finish. Beautiful. Let's try it to the left. Be careful of your furniture and arrangements around you. Carefully, we go. Fondue. You guys are doing great. Nice. Fondue to the side. Point those toes each time. Swing 8. Gradually increase the height of the leg if you may. Fondue to the back. Fondue, extend to the side. Last fondue to the front. Swing in. And finish. Wonderful work so far, dancers. And as promised, our special guest today is visiting us and she is right here with us. So I'm going to invite her to come on and she can introduce herself. Hello, Sunday.
Hi, Mimi. How are you? It's so great to be here.
So great to see you.
You too.
Yeah.
So I'm so inspired by Plié For The People because the way you structure and explain your particular class is so detailed and very specific. So that if you're new to ballet or you've been taking it for a while, you really understand what she's saying, especially when you get into the port de bras aspects.
Thank you so much, Sunday. It's so wonderful to have you here. And as we were discussing before our viewers are here, we have a very special collaborative project happening between you and I. And we're both together learning so much at our grad school program right now. And through one of our classes, we were very inspired by one of the tasks that we worked on by using a prop, and that prop is a chair, which is mostly featured on our program, Plié For The People. So we wanted to get a little creative today with our viewers, and the collaboration, it's about using a chair because we think that we're too cool for ballet, and this is an improvisational exercise where the viewers, in a little bit, we're gonna just find a chair, have some fun with it, put on your sunglasses and be the coolest kid on the block. And you can just, thank you, Sunday, yeah, grab the sunglasses, put it on, we're cool. And we're gonna do the improvisation using the chair, and your sunglasses is optional, the sunglasses, but feel free to grab your chair or a couch or something and improvise with this random piece of music that we're gonna play, and you wanna feature all the ballet moves that you've been learning so far on this episode, or any other episodes that you have been accumulating from Plié For The People. All right, Sunday, you ready for this special challenge today?
I'm totally for it.
Awesome, let's go for it. Dancers, let's go find your chair and your spots, and we'll meet you there in 3 seconds. All right, dancers, just find a comfortable seating position, and let's just go with this cool song because we're too cool for ballet. Here we go. And let's find a finish in 3, 2, 1. Rock the hot dancers. Good job, everybody. Good job, Sunday. Thank you. Cheers, dancers. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode here on Plié For The People. Sometimes you just never know what's going to happen on our episodes. And thank you so much, Sunday, for joining us and being so open-minded on this improvisational jam that we thought of together. And I really appreciate your collaboration. And dancers, I'm so glad that you made it today. And feel free to subscribe to our channel today or share this video from Plié For The People to others. And spread the joy, spread the cool, and or write to us directly at pliéforthepeople@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you and also getting your ideas. If you would like to come onto the show and collaborate with us, I really welcome that. So address that in the email, in your message, and I look forward to hearing from you. Dancers, until the next episode, again, you just never know what's gonna happen, so keep on tuning in, stay hydrated, and of course, today, I'm gonna say, stay cool.